Good morning. Nick Hayson here on my morning walk, and I just wanted to touch on a couple of other subjects that I haven't really delved into. We've spoken about AI and quantum computing and the advancement of synthetic biology and Metaverse, NFTs. You know, it's all interesting stuff. All got different pros and cons. But let's go back to crypto and blockchain, shall we? Because I think I got involved relatively early. I guess 2012-ish. You know, I bought Bitcoin under $100, and I bought Ethereum at $4. I think, I can't remember, but and I sort of followed it. Got involved in development of Bitcoin trading platforms and built several blockchains. And in those days there wasn't much choice, but you know, the protocols, you know, it was proof of work or proof of stake really, and of course, you know, I'm a passionate believer that proof of work is still the primary and most useful protocol. And if you think of Bitcoin, you know, Bitcoin, big B, small b. Bitcoin is a network, but it's also a smart contract, which is the you know, the layer on the top. So we can talk about what smart contracts are, and then exactly not what you think they are. But having said that, though, you know, I don't know how many cryptocurrencies there are. You know, 15, 20,000, and probably 90% of them are either, you know, not delivering, never deliver, and the token is just a means of raising capital, of course. And you know, that is if the token has a function within the application, within the business model, then you know, you can argue a certain level of utility. But more often than not, a token is an instrument to raise capital. So therefore, it's a pooling instrument. Therefore, it's deemed as a capital markets instrument. And you know, pooling instruments have various regulations that fit in. But there is a community within the crypto market that think that you know, regulation doesn't matter. And you know, the emerging DeFi or decentralized finance, they very strongly believe that they can do anything with no checks and balances, no regulation. Take your money. They don't really care about AML or KYC, and Bob's your uncle. You know, everything's okay. But in actual fact, what you find is that most people are building on top of Ethereum, which is something of a let's say it's a very limited engineering approach, and there's a number of reasons for that. But the primary reason, it's a ledger-based protocol, and therefore, you know, it has certain characteristics which we'll dig into on the next conversation. But crypto, you know, it's out there, and the reason it's out there is because traditional banking, traditional capital markets is just such a pain in the arse. I mean, we don't trust banks, do we? They charge us huge fees for their money. You know, they sit on our money for 4 or 5 days to make a simple transfer. You know, if you're in the credit markets, then you know, it's the cost of capital is extreme. I mean, look at credit cards. You know, 22% cost of money. It's just criminal. And of course, fractional reserve banking, you know, my views is that you know, it's the root of all evils in a sense. You know, central banks, yeah, they are the problem in a sense. They're presented to us as the saviour, but they're actually the problem. Anyway, just a few thoughts, and we'll catch up on the next call. Bye for now.